Catch it first on Patreon.
Am I usually this zoomed in? Hello. Okay, why do I look like a discarded goth Mario brother? It's time for an unboxing. I haven't done an unboxing in I don't even know how many years, but the time has come to do one now. Really quickly, I went against the no buy year. I don't even have like an excuse or a plausible I don't have a plausible deniability reason for this one. So I recently got back into figure collecting, I would say around 2025, and one of the sort of like things that very quickly came on my radar as one of my grails is the 2024 Snow Miku, the deluxe Snow Miku. I don't like the full-size fig because she has like articulated joints, but because I like the bunny character, eventually the little rabbit one, the Nendo version, was like on my radar. Now, the only way to get these is to buy them used, and I have been keeping an eye on many an eBay listing. And I noticed that some of them went up in price by almost over $100 in some cases in the space of like an overnight. And I think it's because a few of them got purchased, and I guess people are like panic buying, panic buying, and I think the sellers are like panic selling for like more money than they need to be selling it for. And I was like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get my hands on this thing, because at like $250 USD with a conversion to Canadian, that's like insane. Like there's just no, like I can't afford that. So I knew that it was basically buy her while she was still under $200 Canadian, or possibly never own her at all, or possibly wait a very many years to like purchase her. So I purchased her. Okay, real quick, I did seek the blessing of Mr. Studios for this. I was like, am I being insane? Like, do I need to be like talked off the ledge? And he was like, no, I think we can let this one slide. And I was like, thank you, King. And I did purchase her after like a couple paychecks at work had passed. And to be fair, I did pay off like thousands of dollars on my credit card that was keeping me afloat post hysterectomy. So I think we're good. So the reason you're here, let's unbox a Miku. So she is a used Miku, because like I said, the only way to get this Miku is used. I've never actually bought a secondhand fig. I've bought a lot of like too ugly to be sold figurines. I'll show you some now. So this Miku, essentially like a lot of my little like toys and like my Sylvanian families and stuff are like, they're like too ugly. They have like cosmetic damage on the outside, but sometimes also in the figure. And so they can't make it to store shelves. So they're sold for like a super premium. So she's one of them. She really was not expensive at all. She's beautiful. Her box was like so fucked up, but luckily I have not seen any evidence of any like issues. Like you can see there's no like obvious issues. An ugly fig that does have issues was the Tea-Roll chocolate Miku. She has one, yeah, you can see it's like super loose. She has this super loose pigtail that constantly falls out, even if she's like not moving at all. It's like too loose for like the pigtail socket. You can see that some of the sort of like stamped detailing is faded. There's a problem, I don't know if my camera's gonna pick it up, but basically in the cutting of the bottom lace, like there's like obvious like extra plastic material. She's missing a little bit of paint right here where it says Miku. Her face luckily is intact because I think people are gonna notice the face. And then there's painting imperfections on the back of her little sailor uniform thing. The only way I think to really tell is if you like you have to like really look, but like I understand why this one couldn't be sold at full price because her box was like practically ripped in half, and like there's like light scuff marks even on the platform of the shoe. That shows me that like, you know, this figure has like been through the most, but I don't think anybody can really tell. And also I'm happy to buy like slightly like more damaged sort of toys and things, because like I would rather just buy it a little damaged than have it rot in a landfill. Do you know what I mean? Also, the prices cannot be beat. I paid like, I don't know, a third of a price for both of these, and like they're both they're both prize figures. It's not like they're like, oh my god, a savings of $1 billion, but like it adds up, you know. Oh, really quickly, I always talk about my love of Trio Try It. I love Trio Try It, and one of the reasons that I love Trio Try It, it's the heft of the plastic. And if you look, she's got these like long, they're not really bloomers, she's got these like long Victorian pantaloons, and she's like very thick, like even the like the movement of the dress is like thick. I love it. Oh my god, I think I just spotted another imperfection in this Miku, bro. My poor daughter.
Here come that boy. It won't up. Here come that boy.
Okay, ready? I haven't taken her out of the box. I haven't even looked at the box. She's smaller than I thought. Like, when I was expecting a bigger box, so when my post lady handed me this, I was like, really? But like, I guess it checks out. Okay. So this is the 2024 Snow Miku. She's the 15th anniversary Snow Miku. Look at her little box. There's 3 little Snow Mikus. I love this little checker pattern. I already can tell that I'm gonna get so much use out of like cutting up this box to use for like scrapbooking and stuff. So you know what? Let me show you the actual full-size version of this.
Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
Ooh, ooh. This is the full-size Miku. This is the regular figure. This isn't the articulated joint one. But what really drew me to, and she's huge, just like FYI. She's a hefty, heavy girl. Her base has these little like stands for her hair because these pigtails are so heavy. Something that obviously drew me to her is the color scheme. If you haven't noticed, it's the color scheme. She's kind of themed after like an Oden like restaurant. I love this. She's got this little egg. She's got a lotus root. She's got like a bell pepper. She's got this like little old-timey sort of faux lace hair thing. She's got a cute little shrimp, and then her hair ties kind of also look like the shrimp. She's like the perfect color story for me and my tastes. And she's also just like generally really cute. I think I would like her more like if this wasn't a Miku and she had, I guess, like different colored hair. Like if this was a different character that was maybe like blonde haired, or I would even do like orange haired, I think that I would like the color scheme more. The downside of Miku is that I'm not super into her hair color, but I do like the color schemes of a lot of the figures. So like you'll notice it's a very similar vibe. I have the Pop-Up Parade Madoka Magica Nagisa figurine, and that's also a very similar vibe. I'll have to put a picture because like I can't reach her, she's like too high up. But yeah, so this is the full size. The base is kind of cute. There's like you have like an egg, a lotus root. I don't know if you can see them. They're embossed, and then you have this little like carrot flower and a shrimp. It is heavy. Like the whole base has like notches and things for like the feet and the hair, because again, she's a hefty girl. But yeah. So with that context in mind, let's open this Miku. Oh my god. The inside of the cardboard has all these cute little dishes. I love it. I'm a big Cooking Mama stan, so this works out great for me. Ta-da! There she is. I did message the seller to basically ask them, like, hey, oh my god, hey, when you say used, how used? Like damaged used? And they were like, no, like the outside box is maybe a little bit scuffed, like she was kind of like purchased and then just like stored. And I was like, okay, fine. And I just realized the box is supposed to, hold on, I'll open it for you. The box is supposed to open like a little like cake box. So it opens like a little cake box. That's very cute. I usually don't give a shit about the boxes. I always throw my boxes away, but like, I like this one. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, for the contents, it's got a little thing that says menu. And then when you open it, there's all of the Miku configurations. That is very sweet. So there's all the different types of Mikus that you can make with the Nendo components. So we'll go through the box. So first thing is this little food tray dome. And the lid to the dome is a treble clef. Hilarious. Secondly, and I think probably my favorite, is a little, oh my god, wait, is a little platter. There we go. It's a little platter, you can see, with a little oden. And then there's like the shrimps, the egg, the clam, the lotus root. Is very cute. We have her different types of arms. So you can see it's the same thing. It's like the shrimp, like embellishment. This is the arm with a spoon. And then it does come with 2 extra little like balled up fist hands. Oh, this is so cute. And she also has this, which I guess is just like her hand is in her sleeve and she's like holding a menu. Okay, that's very sweet. We have, of course, this little dude. Is he. We've got this beautiful sassy little guy with his little ladle, and his little chef hat has like a pad of butter on it. It's very sweet. For her face plates, we have one where she has like something in her mouth. We have this one, which I think is probably my favorite. I don't know. This one gives me Miku vibes. And then I'll unbox the Nendo. Yeah, I can tell that this was like purchased and never used for sure, because this thing is like in the factory plastic from whence it came. But she comes with this little default face. She has the cute bangs. She has also the lace detail. And her little hair clips are a spoon and a fork, just like her full-sized counterpart. I also like that they kept sort of the translucent ends on the pigtails, although I think this is a lot more translucent because if I'm holding it up to the ring light, I can like see through. So these are her default arms. There you go. And then again, like, she comes with the default open hand, but this also comes with the fists. And then here's her cute little body, and it's exactly the same, basically. You can see that like all the embellishments are the same. She's just tiny. And I like that they've kept the detail of the little, like the traditional Japanese apron that like ties in the back. That's very sweet. So I think the first thing we're gonna do, this is a very solid Miku. I have another Nendo. It's Canadia from Rosen Maiden, and she doesn't feel as hefty. This is a hefty Miku, which I guess makes sense because the full-size version is hefty too. I just wasn't expecting, I guess, this much this much heft from a little gal. Here's my favorite part though. We've got to assemble our preferred Miku. So if I'm looking at the face plates, I think I want to go with the open mouth because the full-size figure has an open mouth. Whoa. I was really worried about, like, I mean, I guess plastic, it's not like it would like rot or whatever over time, at least not like figure type plastic, but I was still low-key really afraid. Nendos! I commend them for the detail of the back. It really looks like she has like a hairline that's like separated from being put into pigtails. Let me tilt you so you can see. Okay. For her little bod, I have this, I mean, it's there's only one little bod. The question is like, what kind of arms do we want? I really like this little spoon arm. I really like this though too. I love it when like a character has a sleeve and you like can't see their little hands because their hands is in the sleeve. So let's kind of, so if we do this, yeah, she literally looks like she's like tucking her little hand in. Adorable. And then, okay, I definitely want to do the soup bowl because literally the soup bowl was like the whole reason that I wanted this goddamn thing. Which means we're gonna need to switch one of the hands out for whatever hand can basically like have the peg that holds the bowl. Okay, so now I can add her little menu arm. Yes, oh my goodness, oh my good, my daughter, oh shit, her arm's coming off. And then we go like this, and then it looks like she's ready to serve you some good soup. Now, the worst part of every Nendo, as we know, is putting in the stand. Okay, if I like wrench him backwards, there's just enough space to have them both without eclipsing her little menu arm. So this is where we're at. I think she's such a cutie pie. My daughter. I love her. In terms of Nendos, I like her very much. There is sort of some, like, you can tell that they, I guess, gave kind of less of a shit about the soup bowl because there's a little bit of, like, bleeding and the details aren't, like, as crisp as I would like. Like, there's a little bit of, like, paint sort of rubbing off between all the little elements. But otherwise, for a Miku that sat in storage for, like, 3 years, this thing is fantastic. And then you have, like, the Krypton Future Media Pro branding here, but she's adorable. We'll do a little Canadia comparison for Nendos. Cheeky Nandos, more like a cheeky Nendos. Here's Canadia. Yeah, I feel like you can see my hand shaking. She's heavy. She's a lot less heavy. I will say I gotta take my hat off to the Nendroids for having really detailed hair. You can see even in the back of Canadia, they've taken great care to like show how the hair is being pulled into the little pigtails. They are both very lovely, I think. In terms of detail, this one definitely has more, but I think it's because this one has more components. Canadia, Kashinaha. In the areas where Canadia does have details, like in the frills of the bow, in the little bows in the front, in the heart bow, like they don't feel half-assed. They feel like they were molded very intentionally, which I like. An actual like brand name Nendo, quite a good investment and often much cheaper than like a full-size premium figure. If we do a comparison with her hefty ass figure self, these feel equally heavy proportionally to their size. The only complaint that I have is I guess because the pigtails are like so bulbous, you can tell there's a very big seam line, like how the pigtails were put together. It looks like they were like stacked like literally like this way. She has huge seams. That's my only complaint in terms of like the sculpting and I guess the like putting together, like you can definitely tell there's seam lines, deep seam lines in the plastic. In the Nendo, you can still see them, but they remedied it by basically making it look like sort of like another bundle, if you will, of hair that's going to the front. So I guess they learned their lesson with the Nendo. The back of her head is also a lot less detailed. There's just kind of like a couple of lines, I don't even know if you can see it, that show you that the hair is being pulled into pigtails, but it's really nothing to write home about. In terms of the little head adornment, they painted lines on this one. This one has the lines like engraved, but they're not painted. But again, for the amount of detail that they had to like scale down, she looks great. So can I complain? No. And will I complain? No. So that is my comprehensive review of this tiny Miku. My little, like, I find that the big one is like, oh my god, my teenage daughter. This is my little, like, my middle school child. This is my little, like, 12-year-old child. The official Spazzatic Studio review of the 2024 Snow Miku 15th Anniversary Edition Nendoroid is a resounding 10 out of 10. She is really beautiful. She's really detailed. Even the box that opens like a little, like, cake box is such a cute touch. The little menu thing is a really cute touch as well. I usually, again, am so quick to like throw out the packaging, especially of like a Nendo. Like, who cares, right? It's just a Nendo box. But like, I'm gonna be keeping this, and I may not even take it apart because it's so cute and precious. I think she looks fantastic. I think for under 200 Canadian dollars, what a steal. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little tangential adventure that we went on to welcome my Snow Miku home. The big Snow Miku usually takes up the full top of my shelf, so she's gonna go right beside her with her little rabbit friend. Thank you for joining me. I will see you guys real soon, and most likely I will see you especially soon for the August empties, because full disclosure, there's just is not much going on this month. If we can't find really any empties to talk about, I thought maybe it would be fun to like go through my makeup collection to see if we can like further chop it down, because there's so much that I don't use, and I don't think I'm ever gonna like hit pan on everything by the end of the year. So let me know if you'd like that. And yeah, if you wanna hang out with me and do more weeb shit, you can check me out on Instagram. My ad is Spazzatic Studios Creations. I'm Spazzatic Studio on TikTok. My main channel has a main channel vid coming. It is a whopper of a 4-hour video, but I'm so excited. I've been working on it for 2 years, and it is taking me and 3 other people to like edit it, but whatever. My main channel is as Spazzatic Studio. You can squingle that bingle and boingle that spoingle and like, comment, and purchase Mikus with me here on this second channel. And yeah, maybe check out my Patreon, patreon.com/SpazzaticStudio, if you want more Tom clownery with me on a more regular basis. This month's $5 mutual aid tier perks include a really cute little ibis paint brush, and of course, early access always to videos like the monthly empties. So with that having been said, go sing a little song and do a little dance and smooch a tiny Miku. I will see you next time.